What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be answering some more questions from the comments, and one of the big ones that I get is what heat press should I start off with? I get questions, should I start off with a 15 by 15, 16 by 20, 16 by 24? So I'm going to give my opinion to that. There's going to be other people out there that might feel different on this, but in my opinion, I have two 15 by 15 heat presses, and I actually am going to be buying probably 16 by 24. So the reason I'm going to be doing that is because over time, as I get more and more customers and everything, I am finding out that I am doing bigger designs. You could still use the 15 by 15s to do, DTF transfers, to move it up, press it, move it back down, things like that. There is ways around it. There's plenty of times where I did stuff with the 15 by 15s behind me, and I made it work with doing larger transfers like Plastisol, DTF, even sublimation. There is ways around it. Is it easier to probably do it with a bigger heat press? Yeah, that's exactly why I'm going to buy a bigger heat press. But if you're just starting off and you don't know if you're going to pursue this, or you're just doing it to just make it a hobby at home and just make clothes for shirts for your friends and family and stuff, I'd probably just go with a 15 by 15 if you're not really going to get into it. But if you're going to start going into the bigger stuff and you want to do, full prints on shirts and things like that, all like, an all over print with sublimation, which they have the huge heat presses for that. But to do it out of your house, that's what I base this channel around, is doing things out of your house. So I would recommend that, if you're going to go with a bigger scale of getting, customers, and I would go with a 16 by 24. And that's why I do these videos, so I can give you guys, things that I learned from starting it in my house and doing everything. And if I could start over again, I would have probably started off with a bigger heat press. And that's just my, personal opinion. And I'm just answering the questions in the comments, asking me that what do I think would be best to go with. I think in everything, like I said in the beginning, and all the same people that, I ask questions to on YouTube and everything, is do your research, basically decide on what you're going to be doing. Are you going to be doing t-shirts, hoodies, pants, all types of, like I got hat press. I use the hat press for all different things, not just doing hats. It's pretty much your own feel of what you're selling. If you're out there just selling, little bags with little prints on it, and that's all you do, then I would just stick with a smaller heat press. I wouldn't, go anything crazy. If all you're doing is like small towels or something, that's your business. That's what you sell, that's it. Then, keep it what it is. That's how I feel about it. Mine is all different. I do, hoodies, down to pants, down to shorts, down to, whatever anybody asks, I'll try to get it done with my heat presses. But I find a lot over the last 5 years of doing this that I definitely could have used a 16 by 20 or 16 by 24 heat press, which is definitely in the works of doing. And I found out a lot too, even going aside from the heat presses, is that yes, you could print with the cat press, and a lot of people ask for embroidery. So down the road, my next ventures too is embroidery. But most of the time, it seems like since I've been doing this, when you're customizing shirts and everything, the question always comes up, can you do embroidery? Can you do embroidery? I get that a lot. So I'll tell people, yes, I can do it, and I'll send it out and get it done somewhere else. And that's just how I would do it for right now. But just back to that, do your research. Like I said, on plenty of other videos, I started off with a budget Amazon heat press just to get into this. It's a 15 by 15. I believe it's about $200 now at this point. It was cheaper back in the day when I bought it. Then I moved up to the 15 by 15 Heat Press Nation Signature Series. And I also bought a Vevor, I think I'm saying that right, cat press. And that I bought a couple years ago too. So, I mean, it's pretty much all on what you want to do. There's people out there that they do sublimation on puzzles, or they do whatever. And for that, yeah, I'd buy a bigger heat press if you're doing puzzles and you're doing, metal signs or things like that. So just do your research. And if you really just start, like I said, start off, get yourself an Amazon heat press. Doesn't hurt. If you don't like doing this, you could throw it up on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp or something. And you know, that's pretty much it. You just try it out. You could start out doing this with literally probably $300 and get yourself transfers, t-shirts, and a heat press. Just try it out. That's exactly how I did it. And I started off with, you know, back in the day, it was Pro World, where they already had the pre-made transfers. I was just ordering transfers just to test them on shirts with the 15 by 15 heat press. So I just wanted to make this video for you guys. I hope this helps anybody out for the questions of what heat press would I get in the beginning when I started. And that's what I would do. I would go with a bigger one if you're going to scale up, try to scale up to, you know, a lot of customers, because they're all going to ask for different size prints. So that's going to be my answer for that. I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate all the subscribers. So if you guys would like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm going to keep coming out with some more of this content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace.